Oh, hey guys, I didn't notice you there in your vacation clothes. So yeah, I completely spaced when it came to the video. Like, I was reacting to the Sun and Moon trailer, and I didn't notice that's Dexio and Sina. They're Professor Sycamore's assistants, which now, it all makes sense, because why are these two guys just giving us Zygarde Cube to catch Zygarde, which is from Kalos? So this is a link. This is what we needed to connect the Kalos region 6th generation with the 7th generation Pokemon Sun and Moon, and also give the Zygarde storyline without making a Z version. Here we go. That's everything we need right there. So yeah, Dexio and Sina are doing their thing, and we even get to see them in trailers. That's pretty nice. So yeah, I was just watching, it's like, alright, there we go. But I made up my mind. I'll entrust this important item to you. Isn't that really how Pokemon is? Like, honestly, like, strangers just let you into their home and pick up item off the grounds and walk away, interact with their kids and whatnot. But, so we get this little interaction with them, and then we go into the little Zygarde Cell and Core minigame. But that's when it starts getting interesting. So what we do right here is now we click on the view gallery, we go over one, and then we hella zoom in. Like, we need to go to like 300% or something. And remember, guys, they're from the Kalos region. So here's where it starts getting really nutty. Remember in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire with like the alternate multiverse theory that's going on because Zinnia was talking about it, and then there's like extra timelines. So there's like the Pokemon timeline that has mega evolutions. Well, people are starting to wonder, like, well, how's this timeline going to work? Because Z moves and Z stones are getting all the press right now. Actually, let's go. We don't need this page anymore. I was like, oh yeah, Dexio. I remember him now that I can like see him in game. He looks a lot different with a hat and big sunglasses on. Pokemon SunandMoon.com, because we just got a lot more information. Oh, right, if I change this, it's going to screw up everything with the zoom in and whatnot. Okay, we'll get to that. But yeah, Z moves were just shown. Now we have Snorlium Z, we have Snorlax, we have all kinds of crazy individual Z Pokemon and Z interactions, but it doesn't really... What does that mean for Megas? Like, are we back on the normal Pokemon timeline where Megas never existed? But these guys are from Kalos, so that means this has to be the Mega Evolution timeline. And they're wearing Mega bracelets, guys. Also, look at this text. This battle reminded me of us in the past and that group of five young trainers. So, it's these same trainers, it's the same group of people, it's the same Megas going on, and maybe they use Megas in their battle against you before they give you the Zygarde collector thingy. So what are we going to do about this? Also, it's certainly a different bracelet, because you can see like that there's like that little area to put your Mega Stone, but it doesn't have as much of like the diamond shape that kind of goes over more of your hand, arm area, wrist thing. It's like Megas are getting some kind of recognition. I don't know, like, this was what we've been waiting for, because there's all kinds of really ridiculous stuff going on. Also, I'm going to Gazzo this right now for the thumbnail. So, what I was thinking about is, like, there's so much crazy stuff going on, and we can reset this to default. So we have the Z moves under cool features. Like, we just had a lot coming through with the special Munchlax and Snorlax for Snorlium Z. But even then, the Alolan Pokemon are really throwing us for a loop, because, alright, how can we have Megas, Zs, and Alola? Now, I was on the boat. I don't think that I was one of the people that thought Megas were still in the game, or think that Megas are still in the game. So this is really good for my theory, because I was starting to get nervous there for a second. Like, once Z moves started getting really exclusive, and with the Alolan Pokemon, there's like so much going on. How are they going to fit Megas in the game? But still looking very possible. And that was like the big thing. I just had to make sure it was in the game. So I don't really know what else to say. I guess we can talk about like what Dexio and Sina are actually doing. But it looks like we just need that information, guys. Like, it's crazy because we're little over 2 months until we get the game, and there's been no mention of Mega Pokemon. Like, I would be okay if we don't get new Megas, but I would not be okay with them throwing out all that hard work, the entire game mechanic. I really like it as a swing, but now it gets crazy because you have to be holding a Z Crystal to be able to use your Z move. So that means if there's some kind of overlap, you know, will a Mega Pokemon Mega, or will it just go for the Z move and try to finish you off? Also, you get 1 Mega per game, 1 Z move per game. It starts getting really complex. I'm wondering what that's going to do to competitive Pokemon. So it seems like the features just might nudge out Mega Pokemon, but at the same time, like, it still has to be in the game, right? Right? So I think if we go to Alola region, and then it talks about these guys. So yeah, Dexio and Sina will show up as you progress through your adventure. These two appeared in Pokemon X and Pokemon Y as Professor's assistants. They'll give you an item called a Zygarde Cube and ask you to collect Zygarde cores and Zygarde cells. During your adventure in the Alola region, cores and cells can be found all over Alola. Collecting Zygarde cores and cells. So objects giving off light can be found in various locations around the Alola region. These are Zygarde cores and cells. You can collect them in a Zygarde cube, and then like if you collect lots of them, the path to finding Zygarde will open up in Pokemon Sun and Moon. So there we go, and we also get a little bit of gameplay like, oh yeah, there's that little thing. It goes and shines, and then you press A, and that's a Zygarde cube and core thing. I'm sitting here. And now it's starting to get really interesting as to how the Zygarde storylines go. Like, there's so much in this game. We have two teams that are kind of fighting each other. We're like a protagonist that's working on these island trials. There's also the Zygarde storyline. We can play Pokemon Snap inside the game. And there's also that really crazy edgelord kid that has the mutant creature Pokemon thing that doesn't make a lot of sense. And like these guys. So, I mean, so much information. We just get a 2-minute trailer and a couple of pages, and it's so much. Also, I love the Team Skull members so much, you know. So yeah, Gladion, this guy. There's so many crazy things going on in Pokemon Sun and Moon right now. Like we didn't get enough information. I want to know if Alolan Pokemon are Kanto exclusive, and I finally want to see a Mega in game, and just for a little bit extra. So Joe Merrick, I love this man. He reports the correct news. He's really on it right now. He makes a lot of good jokes. He's also like really good with news. So 2010, it is totally going to be Zoroark. 2016, Lily is totally going to be UB01. The more things change, the more they stay the same. Isn't that great? Also, you talked about the music. The music is really nice. The reason why I don't have the music in the videos, I don't want to worry about Nintendo copyright too much. That's pretty much it. Also, I Spy with My Little Eye, a Mega included in this merch. So yeah, there's a new Pokemon merch, so PokeShopper noticed Pokemon Sun and Moon gotcha scheduled for December release. Well, while it isn't Mega Charizard exclusively, it is Charizard, and it's weird that Charizard is here, but none of the other Mega Pokemon, or none of the other Pokeride Pokemon. It's like, oh, Charizard Pokeride, that makes sense. But right here we have Snorlax. So Snorlax is getting its own exclusive Z move, and it's also going to be an event in game. And then we have Charizard, which seems like it's kind of standing out, unless it's like going to be another big Mega Push Pokemon. Because that was one of the big things, like for the Pokemon special, the Pokemon Origin series, Pokemon Origins, yeah. It was Charizard X to kind of show Charizard X and Y and all the crazy Mega dynamics going on. So we have mascots, we have starter Pokemon, we have the exclusive, but what does this mean something for Megas? Ooh, also Joe Merrick's tweeting out. Sun and Moon really shaping up to be the best Pokemon game so far. I'm feeling that it's going to be at least second best right now. I'm not unhappy with any of the Pokemon, and all the new content is so cool. I still hope there's actually surprises when we finally play the game. That's a video for itself, honestly. I think I'm going to do a video about that by itself, because when you really think about it, they're putting out a lot of information, but it's really been amping up. Now, Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire felt like they said too much and did too much. I'm wondering if that was possible with Pokemon Sun and Moon, because like there's so many features. They keep showing us new Pokemon, new features, and every time it's like there's still something that isn't a part of the game yet. So yeah, the game features are pretty crazy. Like, again, you can just click on the Pokemon Sun and Moon website of the new features, and there's just a ton of them. Like, Rotom Dex is looking to be Pokemon Snap, and also like some guy Pokemon Search, and who knows what else Rotom Dex is going to do. But then, as the video was rendering, it occurred to me to go to like the Japanese trailer and the English trailer, see if there's anything else. So there's actually this moment, this like one frame where Sina puts her hand on her hips, and you can clearly see that this is not a Z bracelet. Like, this looks like a Mega bracelet. Like, there's no little slots for your Z stones and stuff. Also, this might sound crazy, but even if you get like really close, like you can't tell right here, but if you get really close to your computer screen, you can see that this is like a blue-green color that looks kind of circular. So I mean, trust me, it's there. You can go and look at the video for yourself. I mean, can I even zoom it? Yeah, you can't really like, YouTube doesn't like zooming in too much. All right, there we go. Nope, and then I went too far. But yeah, see guys, I swear there's like a little bit of extra like greenish color there. It's not a smudge on my computer, and maybe that could actually show something. Like if we go back just a little bit. I'm trying not to go back too much. So yeah, like there's no colors there, and then it has the more rounded shape, so it's not as hard. It's not as diamond shaped. So I mean, there's megas. There's something involved here when it comes to mega Pokemon, and that's what I'm really excited to see. Like, a lot of people have been getting on the no mega bandwagon lately, and hopefully this causes people to hop off. I want to see megas again. I want to see like the craziest Pokemon dynamics ever, new Pokemon. It's going to be nuts. So if you guys are excited for Pokemon Sun and Moon with all these crazy things, hope you all have a nice day. Thank you very much for watching.